What is up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. We are at part 4 now, which is pretty cool. Sorry about the last video on analytics. I know it was a little laggy. I had to update OBS, so it's not like that anymore, I don't think. And also, my head got tired, I think, during the middle of it, and I put my head down because I wanted to rest my hand on my head. So anyways, what we're doing today is I actually made a post. If you guys haven't seen this yet, in the White Hat SEO group, which is the free group. If you guys aren't in there, you could go in there and see some of the free updates I give. But in here, in my website, I actually created a list of acronyms because I realized that I was trying to explain a lot of things during analytics. And while I was doing that, I forgot that a lot of the things I need to actually explain what they mean. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to explain to you guys a lot of the different words that are in SEO, and you don't have to get all of these, but if you do understand a good amount of these, it's going to help you when I'm explaining this stuff in the future. Just also another quick update. I finally got the video from the hosting guy, so we do have our hosting video set up, so I can give you guys the tutorial on that coming up pretty soon. I just need to do some other things first, like kind of explain what the different things are that you're going to want to look at around getting a domain and stuff like that before I post the hosting video. So yeah, and before we also dive into this, I just want to hear from you guys. If you are enjoying this, make sure you leave a comment. And one other quick note is if you guys want to take notes on this course, and I probably should have said this in the very beginning, but if you guys want to take notes on this course, so taking notes like while I'm talking about this stuff, I will actually take those notes and use them for one of my landing pages, and then give you free access to the next course that I make. So if you guys do want to take notes, let me know, send me a message or whatever. So let's get right into it. The first thing we have is alt text. So I think some of you guys know what this is. Alt text is basically what you see in images. So in this image, there is an alt text. If we right click this and press inspect element, you'll see it says alt chase render SEO. It's to show screen readers what the picture is, and also blind people, because some blind people can actually see, well, some people, I'm sorry, that's such a stupid thing to say. Most blind people who go on the internet have to use screen readers to be able to see or hear what the picture is about. So that's what the alt text is for. And whether it is a ranking factor or not, apparently it is a small ranking factor using keywords in your alt text. You don't want to use a bunch of keywords, but if you can make your image explain what it is with keywords in it, that's fine. Just try not to use huge sentences of keywords in the alt text. Anchor text is the clickable words of text with an attached link. So if you ever go on a website and you see it has a link that says clickable words, and you click on it and it goes to another article, that is anchor text or an anchor link. And apparently that is a small ranking factor, helps increase the relevancy of the page that is linking to, whether you're linking internally to your to another page on your website or externally to another page. So that's what that is. White Hat SEO. So White Hat SEO, we kind of talked about this in the very beginning, but White Hat SEO is the SEO that quote-unquote abides by Google Webmaster Guidelines, even though not all SEO technically abides by Google Webmaster Guidelines, because there's a lot of in-between details that may not necessarily be White Hat. Gray Hat SEO is SEO that doesn't technically abide by Google's guidelines, but you may not get penalized for it because it's not really something that Google can really prove, or it might not be something that's picked up yet as a negative thing, but it seems kind of sketchy. Black Hat SEO is obviously very sketchy. You probably very well likely will get penalized at some point by doing it, and this is certain things like buying links, doing reciprocal link exchanges, so you're linking from one site and the other site's linking back to you. You're doing that with a bunch of different sites. Other things like using private blog networks or Web 2.0s, and PBNs are basically networks of content where people just make them to link to other websites, and Web 2.0s are just social media platforms or blogger platforms where you can make accounts and aggregate your content or aggregate links back to your website. Also doing forum commenting, and also doing things like creating tons of spun content, duplicate content, even though duplicate content is not an actual penalty, but you can get in trouble for doing well, you can't get like you can't get a manual penalty, I don't think, for duplicate I'm trying to think, like, if you do like content farms where you're just doing like huge indexing sites. I definitely know algorithmically Google's really cracking down on that stuff, and they have in the past. Let's move forward. Next, we have tinfoil or green hat SEO. So this is sort of a joke because I hear this sometimes in the SEO chat forums, and you can see it says terms SEOs use sarcastically to make fun of the fact that they think all SEO is black hat. So green hat is apparently the hat you wear that helps you make you money. So it doesn't even, so what they're saying is basically it doesn't matter whether you're white hat, gray hat, or black hat. You're just supposed to be wearing a hat that makes you money. And tinfoil hat is the one that protects you from the aliens. I think that's what it means. I actually don't know what tinfoil hat is, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Just a small note on black hat. Some people think it's unethical to use black hat. I think it's unethical to use black hat if the people you're doing SEO for don't know that you're using black hat SEO on their site, and it's a huge liability. If they do know, then I don't know if that's unethical. So next we got content management system, or CMS, and that's what you use to build your sites or manage your content. And that's opposed to something like using an FTP client to go into your site and manage your different files that will be on your file directory through your hosting. CSS is cascading style sheets used to style a website's HTML. So that's what we use to basically style this website the way it looks. And a lot of content management systems have CSS and themes built into their sites, so you don't really have to do much CSS editing. CTA stands for call to action, so a term used to describe where you can point your visitors to buy or sign up for a product or service. And if we go up here, you can see this is a call to action. That's a call to action. If we go on the home page, that's a call to action. And this is a call to action to join the SEO network, that kind of stuff. It's really good to figure out where your call to actions are going to be and sort of test them out and check out your conversion rates once you have conversion tracking set up, which we're not there yet. But just know that having a really good call to action, especially on your homepage, is very important in most scenarios. CTR stands for click-through rate, and click-through rate is the amount of clicks divided by the number of impressions of a given search result. So if you look at, like, for instance, anything that you're ranking for, say you're ranking for SEO 2018, however many people see that and then click on it is your click-through rate. And you can actually measure your click-through rates through something like Search Console. And this would be organic click-through rates, right? I still haven't actually explained the difference between organic, paid, and whatever the different search results are. So organic search results are the ones that you see below everything else. So wait, hold on. Let me go. Let me do computer repair. So you can see here, we have right here the organic search results. And the reason why they're organic is because they're just organically there, right? There's no, you don't have to buy anything. You don't really have to do anything. All you have to have is a website. And then up here, you have the local map pack, also known as the snack pack. And you can see here there's 3 listings. So that's what that is. And the way you get this is through Google My Business page. And then here you have the ads at the top, which is from AdWords. You might see other stuff like rich snippets, which is like, for instance, say you ask like how to bake a cookie, and what you'll see there is a rich snippet of a recipe on how to bake cookies, which is pulled from the website. If you guys are wondering how to do this, there are certain things you can do, like schema markup and building content that answers questions with numbered lists, stuff like that. We're not going to probably be diving into that, but we might be mentioning like that in schema markup later on. Cool. So the next thing we got is conversion. So a conversion is a term used to describe a sale, lead, or event on a website. And I forgot to mention really quick, the click-through rates are definitely a ranking factor. In my mind, some people say they're not, but I really think they are. I don't know why Google would want to show search results high up on their search without knowing how well they're getting clicked. Also, if you want to see a tutorial on click-through rate optimization, I created a video and it is on this page. I just need to add the link. The link is here, but you just have to copy and paste it for the moment. So going back to conversion. So a conversion for me on this page would be somebody entering their email. Conversion funnel, or sorry, conversion tracking is a sale, lead, or event tracking. So that's actually tracking how many people click on this and then enter their email. The way we do that is with a redirect, which we'll talk about later. Conversion point is where somebody actually ends up converting. So the conversion point here would be on this page. The next thing we got is a conversion funnel. So a conversion funnel is actually a series of events or a series of steps where people go from, for instance, say they go from chaserunner.com to the category SEO, and then they go to Google Acronyms, and then they become a email subscriber, and that way I can track how many people fall off. Maybe 50% of people fall off at this step. So conversion funnels are actually really good, especially if you're trying to sell something. CRO stands for conversion rate optimization, so optimizing your pages for user experience to increase the amount of conversions that page or website gets. Domain authority DA stands for domain authority, and domain authority is a metric created by Moz to estimate the overall authority of a website based off links. Page authority is a metric created by Moz to estimate the overall authority of pages of a page, not website. I think I meant to say website here. DA means the entire website's authority, and PA is the individual page authority, and this is based off internal and external links. DR and PR, so domain rating and page rating, are the same as page authority and domain authority, except they are a metric made by Ahrefs. Do follow links are links that pass PageRank to another page, and no follow links are links that pass no PageRank to another page. And some of you guys might be thinking, well, I thought PageRank was deprecated, and the toolbar to see PageRank was deprecated, so you can no longer tell what pages, how much PageRank pages have, but Google still uses it. DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act,